Welcome to sports, everybody. The New Providence Volleyball Association's Best of 5 Championships continuing last night at the Donald Davis Gym. In the ladies' opener, the Johnson Truckers once again getting off to a fast start, taking the first 2 sets from the defending champion Scottsdale Vixens. Unlike in the opening game of the series, though, the Truckers would leave no room for error. This time around, they close out the match in 3 straight sets to even the series at 1-all. Set scores were 28-26, 25-15, and 25-16. Melinda Bastian scored a match-high 15 points in the win. Tia Charlo and Kelsey Johnson followed with 9 and 7 points respectively.
What we did tonight is what we planned. Once we stay consistent and execute, I don't think that team could compete with us. The first game we got up 2 sets easy like we did tonight. Then we lose our composure, we got relaxed, and Vixens came back and they won that game. Tonight, we got it to a good start. We found ourselves in the same position, so we had to remind the girls of what happened on Sunday. And you know, they stayed mentally focused, they stayed prepared, and they was physically ready, and they put it away tonight.
The offense was coming around, but defense is what we normally play, and we didn't play our game, just defense.
Now the third match in this series promises to be big for whoever comes out on top, and both teams know they need to be on their A game.
All we have to do is relatively stay consistent. The same things we've been doing the first 2 games, we're going to continue to do. We're not going to change anything. We're going to bring our game and let them make the adjustments.
We were playing their game, which was more offense than defense. Our team is a defensive team. Anytime we go away from that, we lose. So we got to play more defense to get back into the game and stop giving away so many points on our mistakes.
Now, just like the Truckers, the Technicians blew a 2-set lead in the opener of their men's series on Sunday against the defending champion Scotiabank Defenders. Last night, though, the Technicians were also up to the challenge, winning in straight sets to even that series at 1-all. Set scores there, 25-13, 25-20, and 25-22. Ronaldo Knowles came up big in the win with 14 points. Byron Ferguson added 12, while Shedrick Forbes scored 10 in a losing effort. Championship action picks back up again tomorrow night at the Donald Davis Gym. Now, right before volleyball action yesterday, the government secondary school basketball season was back on the hardwood. In the first of 2 senior boys games, the GHS Magic in the dark blue taking on the CV Bethel Stingrays in the green. This game went right down to the wire, with GHS winning 42-40.
We're always satisfied with a win, but I'm dealing with a group of young fellas that haven't played a lot of basketball, so it's kind of difficult and sometimes frustrating, but I think for them it's a great victory.
This is a rebuilding year for us, and our guys haven't been playing with confidence. First time, a lot of them playing organized ball and in the GHSA, so they still have a lot of jitters. All season we had jitters, and you know, eventually I think we're gonna get out of it by continue working and practicing.
Now, in the feature game yesterday, the undefeated C.I. Gibson Rattlers in the white taking on the defending champion R.M. Bailey Pacers in the red. C.I. Gibson was trying to build off of 2 big wins over C.C. Sweeting and C.R. Walker. Meantime, R.M. Bailey hoping to overcome a loss in their last outing to Anatole Rogers. This one ended up being a 1-possession game as well. The Rattlers holding off the Pacers 46-43.
In the game of basketball, you know, you have your highs and your lows. Tonight, we didn't play execution basketball at all. We turned the ball over way too much. The energy level wasn't there. But the point is we got to win, and that's what good teams do. We win.
We ran out of gas, and then we moved the ball well, but like I say, and then we just didn't get the ball. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You know, we give God the thanks and the glory and the win or the loss. You know, we give him the honor and the praise. But hey, R.M. Bailey will be back. Believe it. We ain't gonna die.
Well, the Bahamas Law Enforcement Challenge underway in the nation's second city. As Megan Shepard tells us tonight, the prison guards, defense force, police force, customs and immigration all vying for the top spot.
Basketball, golf, volleyball, darts, and track and field are just a few of the exciting sports events taking place at the Law Enforcement Challenge. President Sean Thomas says this is a great opportunity for the community to support the men and women who protect them every day.
From various islands in the Bahamas, predominantly from Nassau. And so You know, there's the whole Freeport-Nassau rivalry going on, but in the meantime, we're still all getting together. So we had the police force, the defense force, and prison officers coming on the defense force boat. And so, you know, it's just everybody coming together and really good-natured competition.
A welcome party was held for all the servicemen and women taking part, and Thomas says so far there's been a lot of bragging going on, but only one enforcement agency can be number one. She adds that they have big plans to expand the games next year with participation from a host of countries around the world.
We're just excited to move forward, and the camaraderie in there is amazing. And so this is the really objective of the games, is that everybody come together, and these are all people who've given their lives in service, and so we want to celebrate them.
The Enforcement Challenge begins tonight with softball at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex and ends on Sunday with the basketball championships. Megan Shepard, ZNS Total Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. Well, the second half of the Commonwealth American Football League playoffs set for this Saturday at the Donald Davis playing field. The defending champion Ori J. Sands Pros have their sights set on another trip to the Boyle Fishbowl Championship game as they take on the Jets.
The Pros are always known to be a playoff team. 2 years ago, the Jets beat us twice in the regular season, and we scorned them in the final, so it's destiny, 3 times a charm.
Seeing as I'm a rookie, it's my first year with the Bros. Hopefully we come up with the championship. I heard a lot of good stuff about this team. I'm looking forward to this.
They have a good running game, outside running game. So it's up for our defensive ends and our outside linebackers to contain. Once we contain them and push it in the middle, it's over.
They tell me, say, I need to be stronger, quicker, everything you can name, I need to do. Even though I was doing it in the regular season, they tell me I need to do it even better.
Now, while the Pros are confident that is, that they will be victorious, League Executive Carl Campbell says fans still need to come out and watch because the Jets also have ambitions of playing for the title against the pennant-winning V8 Fusion Stingrays.
That is going to be a very exciting game. I just heard from the Pros that they are going to bring their game, and I heard from the Jets that they're going to bring their offense back of what we've seen last year and the year before. Some of the players going to be back suited up, and so we're going to see a very competitive game come Saturday.
Well, our men's national softball team still awaiting word on when and where the CAC and World Qualifiers will be held. But as Charles Fisher tells us tonight, that is not stopping them from getting ready.
The qualifiers were scheduled for last November, and after being called off, national team manager Godfrey Gully Burnside called off practices. Now he don't want to be caught off guard and calling all troops to duty.
And we can set a schedule, probably do some conditioning, running the beach, running the hills, and then we get back to the field throwing. It's a good time because we're moving into all the seasons for the softball, which starts probably in April or May. I don't know exactly when it starts, but hopefully that time these guys will be conditioned for the season itself, and if the tournament is called, we'll be prepared to go to the tournament.
The World Championships are set for July 2013. That means the qualifiers will have to be held this year for sure.
The tournament must happen. As a matter of fact, from my understanding, Canada and the United States were given buys into the tournament, so the final 3 spots will have to be filled by the 3 other teams in the Latin American Caribbean region.
Is this a good or bad thing for us?
I think it's a good thing for us. As a matter of fact, I thought the team was well prepared to go mentally and physically last time, and I think we were in a good position to probably make one of the 5 spots as were allotted. And I thought we were on the move at this time with some of the young talent, making some of the changes from the younger talent, from the older talent to the younger talent, but also making sure that we have the versatility in the team itself.
The delay also giving Burnside a chance to assess what he has and make the adjustments where necessary.
We're looking at more left-hand batters rather than the power hitters and sluggers because the game itself has advanced so much. Pitching has become such a dominant force, and then we have to go and search in the other islands. We don't even know what we have there, and I think that should be a part of the new administration, setting up teams to go and evaluate softball in the family islands. We have the national team in place, but because, like you said, we saw some players, we were opening up for 2 weeks until the end of January. If any person's interested, they can come also and work along with the team, and hopefully we can probably see how we can make any adjustments to the team.
Practice sessions are scheduled to start on Tuesday at the Blue Hills Field. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles. Still talking softball. When the 2012 fast-pitch season gets underway here in the capital, at least one new team will be playing in the ladies division. We get that story tonight from Julian Gibson.
In the New Providence Softball Association for the past 4 years, you had the Durham United Hitmen. Well, make space for the Durham United ladies.
It's really discussed from mid-season. We had a lot of interest from a lot of ladies around the park, but we were not quite sold on it only until probably about in the championship and the NPSA that we got even more serious inquiries, and right up into the BSF we got strong commitments from about 3 or 4 ladies that we thought that we could build a team around, and here we are just making the first step towards something good, we hope.
And a key pickup for Durham coming over from the Bahamas Softball Federation ladies champions, Tila Johnson.
Also old team, but I look forward to move on and continue to develop softball.
Why do you decided to move on?
I went with my feelings, and my feelings were strong to move on, so I just move on.
Any regrets leaving the shop?
No regrets. Like I said, I'm confident in what I did, and that I just did it.
How you feel, Durham, you ladies gonna be this year?
Outstanding. Like I said, I have confidence in my girls, and once the practice continues, I see a lot of development in my girls.
We in the world know that pitching is about 85–90% of your team, and here it is, you have a young lady who's about early 20s, pretty much just about to embark on a wonderful career if she continues to the path that she's on. I think she wanted a new challenge, and I think the team that she left, she said that it was good that they won. She accomplished what she wanted to with them, but she wanted an opportunity to be even more of a player, wanted to be more of a leader, a captain, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for her to spread her wings.
Tila Johnson moving on. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. And finally, in sports, sailing enthusiast Larry Bastian officially launching his new Class C sloop, the Melva B, on Saturday past in Nassau Village. On hand were a number of movers and shakers from the sailing community, and they were all singing the praises of this beautifully constructed masterpiece.
Today, we're here to celebrate a great Bahamian family. Larry Bastian, you know, it's the first time I met him. And believe me, I want to congratulate him and his mother and his family and his wife and everybody else connected to this great family. And believe me, Larry, when I look at this great boat out today, I want to congratulate the builder. I want to congratulate all those who put money into it to get this so far.
They say I was washer, but Larry didn't believe I was washer. Larry bounced me back.
The young man that built that boat has been overlooked in the Bahamas. But I think, I really feel like the next guy they have, they're going to recognize who he is. I think this is one of the finest boats I've seen built in the Bahamas up to date.
Today we have a new name that will join the fleet in a most historic way. And we owe a lot to Larry, because Larry came in after a whole lot of us. But you never know who you are until you do something for your own self and make yourself known to people for your own ideas.
I'm glad to see Larry Bastian take his mission of follow his brother's footsteps, because he wasn't a boat fella not then, but now he is one. So I'm glad to see that he take up this opportunity to build a boat like that out there, and very nice boat. So I said to Larry, thank you very much. And Andrews should come ahead now, and you can walk high and look up. You have a nice crop from Andrews to match any one of the islands except Natalie.
That will do it for sports.